Welcome to the 8-Bit Show. I'm Hekla Petursson, and get your jazz shoes on because today we're talking about a brand new cabaret experience in Richmond, specifically a brick and mortar spot in Shockoe Bottom that is ready to shake up this town. Welcome to the show, Vinny.
Thank you so much for having me. This is so exciting.
I'm so excited. As I've told you off camera, I'm obsessed with DreamHaus and the idea of this location and experience coming to Richmond. Tell me generally what it is, because I think a lot of people see the word cabaret and they recognize maybe the musical title,
Right,
but they
of
don't
course.
understand maybe the vision.
Of course. Well, DreamHaus we're an artist's hub. Let's start there. So we are a dinner theater, we're a cabaret, we are anything entertainment. DreamHaus's goal is to shake up the entertainment that's here in Richmond. We want to provide experiences that are different from the night before. So if you came one night, tomorrow night, you might see something a little bit different.
Okay.
It might be a completely new show. Mm-hmm. So we are essentially just trying to pull artists back down to Shockoe Bottom and to help that neighborhood thrive.
Yeah.
So what DreamHaus is doing is really creating that hub and that space for artists to feel comfortable and for patrons to feel safe. But more so, create a space where they can create.
Yeah.
They can come in during the day and go into the green room, or shall I say, the dream room. And they can make their costume. We have a sewing machine. We have our makeup stations that are like the light bulbs all around the frame.
Love them.
Classic.
Yes.
So our theme was really going towards that vintage vaudeville, dark academia style. So, and we really did accomplish that.
I agree. And these photos there's the mirrors right there.
Exactly.
Gorgeous.
They're the mirrors. And I wanted to give the performers just as good of an experience being at DreamHaus as the patrons are getting from those performers. So it's a maker's spot. We want to dream big. We want to recreate. We want to just provide Richmond big experiences, not just inside DreamHaus, but outside of our walls.
Yeah. So it's for the city of Richmond, not only the patrons, but also the performers.
Absolutely.
Because this seems like such a lavish experience when I look at these photos. And I think of there's so many performers in Richmond, and it's so hard to get their foot in the door.
Absolutely.
So I want to ask, you have a form open right now.
Yes.
For performers.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what you're looking for.
So when it comes to our performer search and our scouting, we are looking for the strange, the whimsy, the unusual, the skillful, the talented. That can range from anywhere from a circus performance with acrobatics or aerialists to a singer who can sing in 7 different languages, or somebody who does opera, magic. All sorts of different types of entertainment and performers we're looking for. I don't even know what I'm looking for sometimes because I don't know what's out there. So I want to see what Richmond has to offer and what unique skills, what hidden talents people have, and really put that on a platform because we can make an act out of it. And whether it's serious or whimsical or comedic, we can take that talent and really make something out of it.
I feel like Richmond is the perfect spot for that.
Oh my gosh.
There are crazy talented people here.
Agreed. I mean, just looking around, you have all the murals where we could even do live painting. So we just let our imaginations run wild. And that's what we're looking for from Richmond is what little skills that you thought like, oh, I couldn't do this on a stage. Think again. We might be able to make an act out of it.
So one thing, obviously, I think Richmond's the perfect spot for this. But tell me specifically about your initiative in Shockoe Bottom.
Sure. So this is really fun.
Yeah.
This is called Shockoe Shine. And Shockoe Shine is the initiative for the neighborhood that DreamHaus is leading. We're trying to illuminate the neighborhood, we're trying to activate the neighborhood, and we're trying to flip the narrative.
Yeah.
Those are our three goals. So we are working and talking with other key businesses down in Chaco Bottom to gain support behind it. And what that means is we want to make it a safer neighborhood by bringing an Uber pickup and drop-off zone, make it a lot safer, installing lights through art. So imagine like a tree that is fully illuminated that somebody designed that we would have made here in Richmond
That's
that we
so
can
cool.
install so that we have illumination, we have placemakers. What we need more is public pride in our neighborhoods, and then we'll take care of them more. So if we bring in these artists and all this art and installations, we are boosting tourism, and so we want to represent Richmond really well to that tourism.
Yeah.
We'll clean up, we will activate, and we'll just make it a brand new, just fresh start for Chaco Bottom that really invites everybody back down.
That is so lovely. So
Yeah.
it's really building the community even on the street level.
On the street level, we're not just inside DreamHaus.
Yeah.
We're doing the work out in the streets because we want to make it safer. We want people to not feel like they're going to get hurt if they're going to come down to see a show.
Yeah.
But the thing about Chaco Shine and DreamHaus is that we're trying to show Richmond that nightlife isn't just a club. It's not just a bar. It's theater as well. And there's so much that can go into the theater. So nightlife is beyond what we know it right now. And so DreamHaus is going to be influencing what that new nightlife looks like.
Yeah.
And with Chaco Shine, having the safety ambassadors and having that backing from the community, being a part of Chaco Shine to allow that artistry to come through.
I love it. One thing that I think this is also going to do for our community is this is reported on quite a lot about Gen Z and people maybe 20 to 30 who don't drink and they don't go to the bar, they don't go to the club.
Right.
And a lot of us don't experience theater life and performances in that way. And you told me a little bit about how you're doing some health initiatives, even down to the bar level. Can you tell me
Absolutely.
a little bit about that?
Sure thing. So we are going to be serving beer and wine. That's our license. We are not going to have any spirits on site.
Yeah.
We, along with myself, I am reaching a 1 year sober, which is super exciting.
Yes, congrats.
And throughout that journey, I've been doing a lot more research and hearing about people not drinking as much.
Yeah.
For me personally, I wasn't going out anymore when I stopped drinking because there was that tantalization that if I went to the bar just to gab with friends, I'm going to want that drink. I'm going to really want that drink. But at DreamHaus, our non-alcoholic list is wide. I mean,
it.
we're going to be serving Pepsi products. We have like ginger beer on the gun.
Yeah.
So we'll have a lot of different options for people who do not drink so that they can still have fun. That's the
Yeah.
point. I mean, you don't need to have alcohol to have fun. And DreamHaus is going to be showing that.
Yeah, I love that, especially when we're already having fun watching these performances
Exactly.
and being social.
Exactly.
I also wanted to ask, so you are a Richmond native.
That's right.
But you spent a while in New York City
Oh, yeah.
doing events sort of like this.
A little bit.
Tell me about your experience because your experience is very unique and I think it's going to serve well to the vision that you're bringing to Richmond.
Of course. Well, I was a VCU student.
Woo, go Rams.
Go Rams, yes. And so I left VCU, and this is how I like to put it. I ran away to New York City to join the circus.
Yep.
Because that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I went to New York City, and I was just on a whim. Those classic stories with $70 in my pocket, took the bus up. That's what happened.
I love that.
Landed there and was like, what do I do now? And so I found myself going into the club scene. That's where these theatrical nightlife projects were taking place. And so
Yeah.
that's where I learned about, more than just a bar, more than just a club, theater. Theater is
Yeah.
nightlife. And so I worked as a manager, as a producer for festivals and for all sorts of events, cabaret shows. And I was a club kid for about 10 years. So
Yeah.
as I'm producing these shows, as I'm running them, I'm rigging aerialists up in the air. I'm also
cool.
dressed up in like full club kid, drag queen creature. And so I worked in these really, really high end locations. There's one called The Box, and
Yeah.
it's very hard to get into. There's one called House of Yes, and those two were big influences on me. From the very vintage style of The Box to the inclusivity and the artistry of House of Yes. And that's where DreamHaus was born. And so 10 years of working in those clubs, producing all sorts of performances
Yeah.
that happened throughout the night, that's what I thought Richmond was missing. And I was like, you know what? Let's bring it on down.
Yeah, and we're grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are some really big name clubs. There are
Right.
some that I've known since I was like a teenager, being like, oh, maybe one day when I'm 21, I'll get in.
They were quite difficult.
But that is major, and I think it speaks to how well this might. I mean, the vision's clear in the pictures. It's there's a clear vision.
Yeah, and we had a great photographer, Alex Burris, to come through, and he snapped these photos so well. It truly captures the soul of DreamHaus, and
Yeah.
I can't stop looking at them. Honestly,
I know.
looking at them on this screen, I'm like, wow.
You're so beautiful. And you are, at the time we're recording this video, you are 2 weeks from opening night, not even 2 weeks.
Not even. We're in it.
Tell me what it's going to look like when it opens, what people might expect when they walk in.
Ooh, what are they going to expect when they walk
Scary.
in? Well, as soon as you step into DreamHaus, you are fully immersed. I mean, you're going to walk into our box office, and that's where it starts. From just that first experience of getting your table card, and then what happens after that with your table card. So there's a lot of mystery that we're holding within.
I like it.
But that goes with the changing every night.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't even know what's going to happen. So I mean, I think that's the best part about it is when you walk in, you are fully immersed in the cabaret. You're leaving your troubles at the door.
Yeah.
All right. You're coming in and you're going to be in our world and we're going to show you a good time.
I love it. So I think everyone in Richmond, everyone watching this now needs to get in on it while
Yes.
it's growing its roots, be a part
Absolutely.
of the fun. I know there's donations open
Yes.
and they're going to be rolling
Yes.
so that the community can really get involved.
Absolutely. That's what we want to really push is community involvement. I mean, with DreamHaus, we also have a parking lot in Shaka Bottom, which is beyond rare.
Yeah.
So we want to be able to activate that.
Yeah.
And so next summer, we're going to start bringing in some activations that we'll see in the parking lot as well. Just throughout, just to bring people down and just to have a good time.
That's so exciting.
Yes.
So if people want to come find it,
Yes.
where can they find you and where can they find DreamHaus online and get their tickets and such?
Sure. So on Instagram, we have a link in the bio that takes you to a link tree. You can get your tickets there. You can also follow us on Instagram where we will be announcing more shows that are coming up in the following months. But DreamHaus RVA on Instagram, or you can visit our website at dreamerfxstudios.com.
Sweet.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
I will see you at DreamHaus, and I hope I see everyone else at DreamHaus.
Very soon.
You know the deal. Check out DreamHaus on Facebook, Instagram, or their website if you want to get in on the roots of these events and this space. You can donate now, or you can even apply to be a performer, or just get tickets to see the shows. I'm so excited to see what new talent this brings up in Richmond, and I hope everyone gets to experience this beautiful space. This has been the 8-Bit Pop Culture Show. I'm Hekla Petursson, and you can find me on Instagram and other social media at the Hekla. Pretty simple one. No matter where you're watching this, you can also find us on Facebook, the WIC Plus streaming app, which you can put on your Roku or TV, or the app, WIC, where you get your news and your weather. See you there.